இசை ஞானி பக்கம் போலாமா? இளையராஜாவோட ஒரு கிளாசிக் சாங். இந்த பாட வரவர் நம்ம சோமாஸ்க்கு ஒரு பெரிய ஃபேன் ஃபாலோயிங்கே இருக்குங்க. அங்க ஒருத்தர் உட்காந்துருக்காரு நடுவுல, வந்து காசு கொடுத்து வந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு அவரு.
காசால சேர்ந்த கூட்டம் இல்ல அன்பால சேர்ந்த கூட்டம் இப்ப சோமா சொல்ல போறாரு.
காசெல்லாம் யாரும் சோமாஸ் வந்து ஒரு கிளாசிக்கலி ட்ரெயின் எக்ஸலன்ட் சிங்கர். இங்க பாடிட்டு இருந்தாரு, இங்க கொஞ்ச நாள் இருந்தாரு, அப்புறம் கலிபோர்னியா பக்கம் போயிட்டாரு.
கண்கள் வந்தும் பாவையின்றே பார்வையில்லை, ராகங்களின்றே சங்கீதமில்லை, சாவொன்றுதான் காதலில்லை, என்னாகவே சங்கீத ஜாதி முழுதை காணவில்லை. சுடுவதை தாங்க முடியுமோ? கனவினில் எந்த உயிரில் உறவாகி விழிகையில் இன்று அழுது பிரிவாகி தனிமையில் எந்த நிலையம் சருகாகி முடியுமோ? திரைகளிட்டாலும் மறைந்து கொள்ளாத இடைகளிட்டாலும் வழியில் இல்லாத பொன்னினது கண்ணையது ஜீவனது. விழிகள் அழுந்தபடி கரங்கள் தொழுந்தபடி சிறைகளும் பொடிப்பட வெளிவரும் பொறுக்கி இசையனும் மழை வரும் இனி எந்த மயில் வரும் ஞாபக வேதனை மீறுமோ? ஆடிய பாதங்கள் காதலின் வேதங்கள் ஆடிடுமோ பாடிடுமோ பாடிடுமோ பாடிடுமோ? அலையலும் போது ஒளி கொடுத்தாய், விழி வந்த பின்னால் ஏன் சில தொடித்தாய், விழியிலும் போது ஒளி கொடுத்தாய், விழி வந்த பின்னால் ஏன் சில தொடித்தாய், எங்கும் உன்னம்
ஒன்னமாலையிட தேடி வரும் நாடு எந்த நாடு? முத்து முத்து கண்ணால நான் சுத்தி வந்த பின்னால மாங்குயிலே மூங்குயிலே சேதி ஒன்று கேடு.
அதெல்லாம் ஆல் டைம் கிளாசிக்ஸ். தமிழ்ல மக்களோட ஃபேவரட் ஆல் டைம் கிளாசிக்ஸ் என்னன்னு கேட்கலாமா? சிவாஜி. சிவாஜி இஸ் a classic. தலைவர் இந்த மணிரத்னம் படம். அதுல ஒரு படத்துல ஒரு பாட்டு மௌனராகத்துல one of the all time classic songs. ஜெய் பாட போறாரு. It's an excellent song.
எனக்கு மஞ்சம் வர நெஞ்சம் இல்லையோ அன்பே அன்பே தொட்ட ஓடும் சுட்டதென்ன கட்டழகு வட்ட நின்று கண்ணே கண்ணே ஓவாரமே ஓடாதென்னும் வானம் உண்டோ சொல் மன்றம் வந்த தின்றெடுக்கு மஞ்சம் வர நெஞ்சம் இல்லையோ அன்பே அன்பே
It's the start of a school day in India.
Back straight, hands on your knees.
And students at the Alcott School in Chennai assemble. Their principal leads them in a song about equality, a key concept at the school, founded to help the most disadvantaged.
I want the school to be an empowered school in the community where children are equal to any other good school in the community.
Here, there's time for silent meditation, then instructions for the day. 10-year-old Anandi arrives late. Her mother stops to make sure her face is clean. Anandi's mother works long hours selling flowers on the roadside. Children here come from very poor families where the cost of a school uniform or even a notebook is a burden. Anandi eagerly takes her free uniform. She tells me, after school we go to get flowers with my mother. We help her. After finishing work, we all go home. I will wash the clothes, get water, and help with the dishes. School is a refuge from a difficult life. Such attention would be rare at home, where poverty presses in.
Parents, because of the pressures that they face, because they don't have enough money, they don't give children enough time.
But here, happy sounds help drown out the outside world. 14-year-old Deepak Raj wants to be a software engineer. He says, I love this school because I have good teachers. But keeping well-trained teachers takes money. For this, the school has turned to the charity Asha for Education. Asha has chosen this school and a select list of others to benefit from its annual fundraiser, asking people to donate 1 hour's salary or more. It's called the Work an Hour campaign.
You can donate an hour's worth of your time, and it can do wonders for children in India. So you're just sitting in your desk or doing whatever you do, and you're helping out children back in India,
where there are long lines of needy. Lakshmi wants her students to help themselves.
I want them to be very hardworking, to realize that they have to work harder than most people have to.
That's certainly the case for Anandi. So after school, she heads off with her brother and sister to help their mother work. A long day and a long road ahead. Liz Nisla, CNN, Chennai, India.
In fact, the one you saw is in Chennai. It's in Chennai proper. I work with projects that are far away, like about 30 kilometers from Avadi in Chennai, for those of who are familiar with the place. And there, I've been to schools where the combined education of the entire community is zero. So there have been people who've been there for many generations who don't know what it is to be school. And so, the challenges are not just, can I build a school, or can I give it free uniforms or free textbooks? The challenges are way beyond that. It's to even have the community get interested in the idea of going to school rather than, spend time in the fields or playing and being away. And so, I've spent a day there, and it's so enlightening in terms of, the kind of challenges we look at here and the kind of challenges that you see back home. And so, I feel one of the main reasons I continue to volunteer for such a long period of time is that it's such an empowering thing, and it's such a, it's an eye-opening thing when you go there and you see how people are. I've been very privileged to be in a good school, and I stand here as a software engineer working for Microsoft because of the kind of background I have. And a lot of these kids are not even set up to succeed. So I'm not going to take too much of your time. I'm going to give you a very brief overview of Asha, and we look at who we are, what we do, and what kind of impact we have, and how you can help, more importantly. So Asha was founded in 1991 in Berkeley, and the Asha Seattle chapter was founded in '94. We have roughly about 60 or so volunteers here, and it is the largest chapter of Asha. So to put it in perspective, over the last 3 years we've given away more than $2.5 million, and the last year alone we gave about $800,000. So you may think we're like a really well-oiled machine with a lot of money coming in and going out, but a lot of work goes behind getting each dollar of the 800,000. And the kind of problems that we have back in India, raising this, especially in this kind of economic climate over the years, is a pretty challenging task. And events like these help us, inch towards that goal. We have committed, requirements around all our projects. We have to support them no matter how the economic climate is and how the inflation is. One of the things I feel is probably the most important thing I want to highlight about Asha is the fact that this will directly go towards projects in Asia. So what do? We support projects. We have more than 40 plus in India. Like I said, I'm personally associated with 3 of them. One near Chennai. You can find me after the show, and I can talk to you about my experiences there. We also do a lot of raising awareness and profile of the challenges in underprivileged communities in India. So if you look at, a lot of the education we think is how do you put kids through school, but I think a lot of it also has to do with what do you do really help me think about some of the issues. And so I'm constantly relearning and re-educating myself on what the issues are. And it's really fun. If you just come by and sit in one of the meetings, you will see such passionate, spirited debates about what is the right way to spend money, and what is the right way to empower communities. And so we have workshops, we have meetings, we arrange talks, we have guest speakers who come from India. These are people who've been working on the ground, and they can give you a very good perspective of what really happens at the field. I mean, problems like I don't have cell phone reception, or when we ask for receipts for a donation, I don't have a scanner, I don't have a receipt book, I don't have a camera even. So, things that we take for granted are all real problems. I mean, for example, I've had sometimes to wait for about a month before I can talk to someone on the ground, for projects in Northeast. That's a fact of life. And, if you look at the scale of the country and the kind of divide that exists, it's a pretty challenging task to go bridge the gap. We also do a lot of fundraising and outreach. Geetanjali is one of them. If you like to run, climb or bike, we also have Team Asha. We also have other shows throughout the year. Okay, can you go to the next slide? So, how can you help? I'll keep it short. You can volunteer. I think giving money is perhaps the easiest thing. Giving time and putting flesh and blood to your idea is perhaps much harder. So, Asha is a 100% volunteer-driven organization. We have no paid staff either here or in the US. So, it's powered by you. So, it's all about what you want to bring in here. You can visit the projects, and like I said, it's probably one of the most enlightening things that can happen. If you're interested when you go back on your next trip to India, if you want to go and spend a day in your project, in one of our projects, I'd be happy to refer. I think that it'll change your perspective of how you view things. I've stayed in all the projects that I volunteered for, 2 of them near Chennai and 1 in Odisha, and we'll be talking about the one in Odisha in a little bit. And we are not just about, we're not very serious, we're like a fun-growing crowd. You'll see us at the end of the show, we'll all be dancing here. We also do, we run, we bike, we climb, we have people climbing Mount Rainier, for example, on a yearly with the IRS. It's all done by human beings, by volunteers who don't get paid for it. So you can give time, you can give money, you can give hip-hop to kids in Odisha, and we made it happen. So you have any idea, we're very happy to discuss this in our chapter meetings. So specifically today I'd like to focus on a project in Bhubaneswar. It's a school for girl children. There are 50 girls in this place. These are all abandoned children, and Odisha is among the worst states for gender inequalities. Particularly there are a lot of drought-prone areas where girl children are traded. I've seen kids who've been rescued from these trades, and they are part of this home. So Nandini is a good example. She was abandoned when she was 14 hours old by her parents, and she was struck with pneumonia, and when she was rescued by the folks at Adrita home, and today she is very happy, and you can see her, she's really like enjoying sitting back and relaxing and enjoying the show like many of you here. It's a good example of the kind of these are children who are literally condemned to have a bad life, and you have the power to make that difference. There's a communal kitchen. The kids themselves help, the older kids help the younger ones, get ready to school. They also help out with the kitchen chores. You can see during the day when they get to school, there are all these different children with different backgrounds. Some of them go to really good schools, CBSE schools. Some of them who've been Oriya speakers for a while, they go to tribal schools. And in the morning between 8 to 10, there's just a ruckus there, and all these kids are just getting ready, having fun, and just so much enjoying themselves. And the thing that I feel about this school that's different from everything else is it's not an orphanage. It's a place where children now don't just get food, shelter, and clothing. They also get music, dance, yoga, you name it. And they are the national level performers in All India Radio and Doordarshan. So what does it take to change? So $45 a month, you can provide one kid's food, shelter, and clothing. We have 50 children, so if you have $2,000 a month, you could take care of that. Our goal for today is to help provide for food, shelter, and clothing for these 50 children, and we are hoping that to raise $27,000 from the show. We've already raised a good bit of it through donors and sponsors leading up to this. We've also had a good ticket sales. We have a really sold out show. So I hope you can pitch in. So we have given you some pledge cards feel free to contribute any amount that you feel you can. I mean, there is no hassle or pressure. Anything that you feel comfortable with, you can do. We have some volunteers who are walking down the aisle. They have some pledge cards if you don't have one already. Or if you have one that you want to fill out and give, they'll be happy to pick it up for you. So they have cards as well as pens and pencils and whatever you need. I highly encourage you to take the first step to give any amount that you're comfortable with. I won't take any more of your time. I think I interrupted a really good song, and there are a lot more following this. So find out volunteers. If you have the pledge cards, please send them around. You can see them moving around. Thank you.